Princess Catherine recently made surprise revelations about the big pressure she and Prince William felt when selecting names for their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. For royals, the responsibility is immense. The chosen name holds more weight than being a mere identifier for the child. The art of naming a royal baby is exceptionally delicate, especially when that baby is destined to become a future king or queen. A royal name must nod to history and pay respects to relatives while also being contemporary enough to be relatable and relevant. Almost every royal name has at least one, if not more, links to previous royals. Whether it is William, George, Henry, or Elizabeth, it is important that there are no overriding historical associations which will affect their future. Princess Catherine and Prince William share 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, yet the process of naming them was no small feat. During a visit to the maternity unit at Royal Surrey County Hospital last year, the Princess of Wales opened up about the immense pressure she felt while deciding on names for her children with Prince William. New mother Amy recounted Catherine's words, sharing that she discussed her own children and how their names were chosen. The princess said they were their favorite names and that obviously the world was waiting for them to name their children, and that felt like quite a big pressure. Princess Catherine and Prince William went the traditional route British royal name for their 3 children. For Prince George, it's a very kingly name. In British history, there have been 6 King Georges. The young prince, when he one day inherits the throne, will likely be the 7th King George. While Prince William have 4 names, the Cambridges have opted to give their children just 3. Prince George Alexander Louis is named for the Queen's father, who reigned as King George VI. Alexander is said to be a tribute to the Queen herself, whose full name is Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. Louis comes from his father's name, William Arthur Philip Louis, and is seen as a nod to Lord Louis Mountbatten, uncle of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. According to royal expert Katie Nicholl, the Princess of Wales had a strong preference for the name Alexander. Nicholl added that during her pregnancy, Catherine affectionately referred to George as "our little grape" and had a hunch she was carrying a boy due to his active kicking. While Princess Charlotte's full name Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was received as a tribute to both of William's parents, Charles and Diana, as well as to the Queen. The name Charlotte rose in the royal ranks back in the 18th century, when King George III married Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz. Prince Louis, whose full name is Louis Arthur Charles, is named after his great-granduncle Louis Mountbatten and King Charles. The late Queen's great-grandchildren have been given modern names that are more in keeping with the changing times. And George, Charlotte and Louis names are certainly very fitting for a future king and senior royals. The Princess of Wales looked radiant in the mustard Karen Millen dress as she cradled a newborn baby at the Royal Surrey County Hospital, Guildford, where she has learnt more about the support it provides to pregnant women and new mothers. As a mother of 3, Catherine expressed appreciation for the royal family's support in addressing critical maternity service issues. Continuing her commitment to children and families, Catherine launched the Centre for Early Childhood in June 2021 and persistently advocates for increased awareness of early childhood development's significance.